Everyone, what's up? Nir here, and in today's video we're going to talk about the characteristics of entrepreneurs and the entrepreneurship mindset, what it takes to be successful. Alright, so the first characteristic of an entrepreneur is that they almost always look for problems, right? They always try to look at, what can I do better here? This doesn't work right. This doesn't feel right to me. What can I do to improve this? There's a problem here, and when there's a problem, there's an opportunity. Most entrepreneurs notice when you see a problem, you know there's a good opportunity to create a business around it. If it's a big enough problem, it could be a huge business. If it's not that big, it could only maybe solve some people. But, usually entrepreneurs are always looking for problems. They like seeing problems because they see opportunities instead of problems. All right, so the second characteristics of entrepreneurs is obviously related to the first one I said, and that is they always look for solutions, right? So when they see a problem, the wheels start turning, and they try to figure out the best solution. Usually, when they find the best solution, they instantly think of a business that they can build around that solution and around that problem. And if they do a good enough job, a business is formed and it can make a lot of money, and more importantly, it could solve the problem. If it's medical issues, if it's tourism, whatever it is, when you have a problem and a solution, you can build a business around it. If you like my videos and you like the content that I share, please make sure you subscribe in the button below, and also give me the thumbs up so I know that you like what I produce. All right, so number 3 is that they question almost anything and everyone and any situation, right? I know that for myself. When you see something, you shouldn't just take it for granted, right? When I look at something, I don't just I don't just look at it. I try to see beyond that. I try to see the bigger picture. What is this? Why is it here? Can I do it differently? Why is this service offered in this way? Can I add something to it? Can I subtract something from that business? Maybe we don't need it. Why is this product trying to sell me this and this and that? There are many, many things that you can question. Most entrepreneurs love to question almost anything. It makes their brains go. It makes their wheels tick. And usually a great idea comes when you question what's in front of your eyes. All right, so number 4 on the list of characteristics of successful entrepreneurs is that they never settle. Usually they want the best, they want to be the best, they want their product to be the best, their service to be the best customer service, whatever it is, they want it all. Successful entrepreneurs usually don't settle for less, usually don't settle for second place. It's all or nothing for them. I can relate. When you form a business, when you form a startup, you want to take the whole market. You want to be the big dog. You don't plan on being second or third or even worse. Usually you don't settle. I have a goal. I'm going to reach that goal, and I'm going to do whatever it takes to get there. Not a lot of people can say that about themselves if they're being honest with themselves. And most entrepreneurs, when they set their minds to something, when they see that goal in their head, usually they're going to go all in. They're going to get it. And if they're not going to get it, eventually, maybe it's out of their hands, they're going to be really close, or they already built something that's really great that even if they failed, they had success, like what you call magnificent failure. That's a topic for another video. All right, number 5 on the list of characteristics of successful entrepreneurs, and maybe the most important one out of all the items on this list, is that successful entrepreneurs have grit. And what I mean by that, grit is defined by the ability to push through difficulties and push through uncomfortable situations to achieve what you want at the end goal, right? Successful people, successful entrepreneurs have that ability. They can withstand bad days. They can withstand many, many hardship and difficulties, both personally and business-wise. Most people don't have a high level of grit. most people, when things go tough, when things go south, they bail, they look for the easy way out. Successful entrepreneurs usually understand that you need grit, you need to hold tight, you need to, how do you say, like put on your running shoes and go the extra mile, because it's not going to be easy. And if you took only one thing out of this whole video, I would say develop your ability, the grit ability, because honestly, it's one of the most important things you can have to become successful at pretty much anything that you will do. All right, number 6 on the list of characteristics of entrepreneurs is they are hopelessly optimistic. I can attest to that. I am myself very optimistic. I always see the best in any situation and in every person, and I always want to be the best at everything I do. And even when things go bad, I always find a light and I say, look, if we do this, we do that, things will gonna be okay at the end. And honestly, I think it's a shift in mindset, because you create what you have in your brain, in your mind. So if you constantly focus on the positive things and the optimistic things in your business, in your life, you can eventually create those things in real life instead of just focusing on bad things. And that way you can create bad things even if you do it unconsciously. So being hopefully optimistic is very important in order to even go through just these bad days. When you have a bad day and you're not optimistic, you're not going to have the motivation to go get it, to go fix that thing that you need to fix that was broken. So being hopefully optimistic helps a lot, and successful entrepreneurs usually are very optimistic people. All right, number 7 on the list is kind of a different one, and usually successful entrepreneurs are very, very stubborn. Now, this could be either a good thing or a bad thing. Just ask my wife, because honestly, it could slip into your personal life as well. And if you're very stubborn in your personal life, it could really annoy some people. But being stubborn in business, being stubborn as an entrepreneur, usually it's a good thing, because you know what you want, you know how to get it. You're not going to be easily convinced to do something different from what you have planned. And smart entrepreneurs, usually they rely on data. So usually to change the mind of an entrepreneur, you have to show him hardcore data that says otherwise. And I'm not saying that you should never change your mind. Obviously, you shouldn't be too stubborn, that you need to be stubborn enough so that you can push through bad situation and bad days that maybe things seems like they're not going well, but if you keep at it, things will change. All right, the next item on this list is that successful entrepreneurs are usually great at sales. And what I mean by that is that they don't have to be a great salesperson, they just have to be good at sales. And most successful entrepreneurs are good at sales, even if they don't realize that. I'm an introvert. You don't have to be an outgoing person to be good at sales. When you have a business idea, when you start a business, you have the passion for it, and usually when you talk to people, it shows, and you sell your idea either to VC investors, angel investors, your friends, your family, whatever, your clients, your future clients. You sell your product, you sell your service. No one does it better than you. You are the entrepreneur. You are the one pushing your business. So usually successful entrepreneurs are great at selling, even if they don't realize.